Have you ever bought something online that seemed like a steal, only to realize it came with a dark secret? What if that innocent trinket you ordered brought more than just a decorative touch? It brought nightmares and shadows into your house. Welcome to Friday 13, where we don't just tell scary stories, we uncover true horrors that'll make you question every shadow. I'm Ethan, and this isn't some made-up tale. This really happened to me, and it's why I'll never buy anything online without checking its history. Again, stick around, because what I brought into my home, it's still out there, waiting for someone else. It all started with a click, something so normal, so everyday. But what if that click was the first domino in a nightmare I couldn't escape? Let me take you back to how it began, and why I'm still afraid to turn off the lights. I'd always been a sucker for antiques. Something about their history, the stories they carry. So, when I stumbled upon this locket online, I didn't think twice. It was cheap, the design was intricate, and the seller had glowing reviews. I clicked buy now and forgot about it. A few days later, it arrived. I remember holding it in my hands, admiring the delicate engravings. It felt heavy, like it carried more than just metal. But I shrugged it off. Old things have character, right? Ever bought something that felt off, but you couldn't put your finger on why? That's how it started. I set it on my dresser, thinking it'd make a nice conversation piece. But that night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt it, eyes on me, watching from the dark. I'd flick on the light, and there it was, the locket, glinting innocently. I told myself it was just my imagination. But the air, it felt wrong, thick and cold. And then I heard it, a whisper, soft and sharp. Ethan? My heart stopped. The room was empty, but the sound, it was real. Ever felt like something was watching you, even when you knew you were alone? That's when I knew something was wrong. The nightmares started the next night. Vivid, terrifying dreams. Always the same. I'd be lying in bed, paralyzed, and a figure would loom over me, its face hidden in shadows. It'd whisper my name, over and over. Ethan, Ethan. I'd wake up gasping, drenched in sweat, the locket sitting on the dresser like it was staring back. I tried to rationalize it. Stress, maybe. But deep down, I knew it was the locket. It was like it had brought something into my home, something that didn't want to leave. And I started noticing things. Small, at first. The locket would move. I'd leave it on the dresser, come back, and it'd be on my nightstand. Or open when I knew I'd closed it. The air around it was always cold, like stepping into a freezer. And the whispers, they grew louder, more insistent. Stay with me. I'd turn, expecting someone behind me, but the room was empty. My hands shook every time. Was I losing my mind? Or was something really there? I couldn't take it anymore. I needed answers. I started digging online, forums, articles, anything about haunted objects. That's when I found it, a thread about cursed antiques. People shared stories of items they bought, only to have their lives unravel. One post stopped me cold. A woman who'd bought a locket just like mine. She described the same nightmares, the same whispers. Her last post, it won't let me go. My stomach dropped. Was this happening to me too? I messaged the seller, demanded to know where the locket came from. Their reply? Found it in an estate sale. Previous owner passed away, mysteriously. My blood ran cold. Passed away? How? I needed to know more. I tracked down the estate. It belonged to a woman named Clara, who died under an unexplained circumstances. The reports were vague, found dead in her home. No signs of struggle, just a look of terror frozen on her face. And in her hand, the locket. My heart raced. Was Clara's spirit trapped in it? Or was it something worse? Something that had taken her and now wanted me. It was 3 a.m. when it finally showed itself. I woke to the feeling of someone sitting on the edge of my bed. Heavy, cold. My eyes snapped open. There it was, a figure, hunched and shadowy, its eyes hollow, its mouth stretched in a silent scream. It stared at me, unblinking. My breath caught. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. It leaned closer, its breath cold as ice on my face. "Stay with me, Ethan," it whispered. My heart hammered. I wanted to run, but my body wouldn't listen. Then, it vanished. The weight lifted, the cold faded. But the terror? It stayed. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed help. I called a paranormal investigator, someone who dealt with this before. He came over, took one look at the locket, and went pale. "It's a vessel," he said. "Something's attached to it. Something angry." My stomach churned. Angry? At what? He handed me a ritual. Salt, candles, a prayer to release it. I was desperate. I'd try anything. I set it up that night. The investigator's words echoed in my head. "You have to let it go." I poured the salt, lit the candles, and started the prayer. The air thickened, the temperature plummeting. The whispers erupted, loud, frantic. "Don't leave me." The candles flickered, shadows twisting on the walls. I shouted the final words. "Spirit, be free. Leave this place." The room shook, the locket trembling on the table. Then, silence. The air warmed, the shadows stilled. It was gone. That was a year ago. I sold the locket, buried it in a box, and shipped it far away. The nightmare stopped, the cold spots vanished. But sometimes, when the night's too quiet, I swear I hear it, a faint whisper, calling my name. Ethan. This really happened, and it's why I can't sleep without checking the locks twice. So, next time you buy something online, ask yourself, what's the real cost? And is it worth bringing into your home? That's my story. True as the chill running down my spine. If it got under your skin, hit that like button and subscribe for more real horrors. Ever bought something that brought more than you bargained for? Or heard whispers in the dark? Drop it in the comments. You're not alone. This is Friday 13, signing off, but remember, the shadows are always watching.